crammed onto the banks of the Ganges, millions of worshippers without social distancing, even as India records the worst daily COVID infection rate in the world. Outside the country's struggling hospitals, patients wait on the street. With beds and oxygen running low and doctors reporting the second wave of the virus has new and even more concerning characteristics.
Now, the situation is so grave that even youngsters with no comorbidities, and that too of 30 to 35 years, are getting affected, and their lungs are getting damaged within a span of 3 to 4 days.
That is much more tricky than it looks.
It's led to the Prime Minister, so keen to build relations with India and secure a post-Brexit trade deal, to postpone his trip to the country for the second time.
I do think it's only sensible to postpone, given what's happening in India, the shape of the pandemic there. We're going to be going back. The relationship between the UK and India is of huge importance.
Hours later, the Health Secretary announced that India would be put on the red list for travel from early Friday.
This means anyone who is not a UK or Irish resident or a British citizen cannot enter the UK if they've been in India in the previous 10 days. UK and Irish residents and British citizens who've been in India in the past 10 days before their arrival will need to complete hotel quarantine for 10 days.
Virologists say it's not yet known whether the Indian variant of the virus is more vaccine-resistant or transmissible than the original version.
In terms of the India variant itself, I don't think we should be unduly worried at the moment. We just have to make sure that we monitor the situation and find out a little bit more about it. But certainly, if there's no need for travel at the moment, then we shouldn't be travelling.
There are already 103 cases of the Indian variant identified in the UK, most connected to international trips. Curtailing the Prime Minister's and everyone else's travel to India might have been a difficult decision, but it's not a surprising one. The Prime Minister will call the Indian Prime Minister on Monday and still hopes to meet in person before the autumn. But protecting the gains made by the UK's vaccination programme is the priority. Trade talks, like so much else, coming second to controlling the pandemic.